how I can chase clouds.
And just hop on what's
chasing
trendy.
clouds is one of the easiest things to do.
Yeah, hop on.
Even when you
trendy
read things, people will show you how you can chase clouds.
Facts.
But I feel like music is more to me than that.
You ask me where I get all my energy from. From the stage to the studio and to my desk. I am the energy god. And you can be one too.
You're listening to Adeshokbe Live, the Afrobeats podcast.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to another edition of Adeshokbe Live, the official Afrobeats podcast, here at the Afro Media Studios in London, where we break down the hot topics in the culture and joined by superstar celebrity guests to have a chat with me one-on-one. Before we go anywhere, I want to say thank you very much for all the subscriptions, liking, sharing, commenting. We appreciate all the support. Let's keep these numbers going up. We're over 32,000 subscribers now, so we need a lot more, that we don't have to rely on other platforms to promote our culture, and we can do it by ourselves. Now, this is brought to you by the Energy God Energy Drink. Drink and be yourself. Stay energized. Go on energygod.com for more information, and big shout outs to everybody supporting that as well. In the studio with me is a family member who's a troublemaker, a superstar out of Lagos, Nigeria. Some people call him L.A.X. Some people call him Zaza. Some people call him Afolabi Money. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for the incredible L.A.
Bro. Shout out to Energy God. This is the drink. Please keep drinking. Thank
This is
you.
the first time you're giving this a shout out. You
Thank
know how
you.
embarrassing that is?
Keep drinking, please.
Yeah. Listen, my brother, man, you're looking like money. What's going on? You're currently on tour in Europe.
Yes, boss, man. I'm grateful, to be honest, because it's not easy to be doing this and still be getting the recognition. So it's amazing that I'm able to tour after like 10 years, 12 years in the game.
Whew.
Crazy.
You mentioned 10, 12 years in the game. Like I've said that to you before. You know, you're one of those few people that's blessed to still have the young audience, the young people still see you as someone that just came up like 2-3 years ago. Why do you think that is? That you're constantly still being looked at as a young, fresh cat in the game?
I think because first, like there are many reasons, but I feel like because I started very young as well.
Yeah.
And I'm always ready to evolve. So I listen to what, like, for me, like, right now, like, the person I'm listening to now is Rema. I always even tell my guys that, Rema, that boy is crazy. So, like, I look at the young cast and I'm like, oh, they are doing this. I can as well, do the same thing. Fireboy, everybody that's doing it is crazy. Like, it's crazy.
How important is it for artists in the game to constantly keep their ears to what the streets doing, the young ones are doing, who's next in the culture? How important is that?
I think even for like business, for the business side, it's important to be able to keep your ears down. Like for me, I had 3 directors, video directors that I worked with.
Yeah.
And when I worked with them, they haven't even shot any video. Let's say one of them shot maybe like 2 videos, and I just saw something in them.
Wow.
And them, at the point that I worked with them, they didn't even have that much belief. They were just doing it. So that's coming to like the music side.
Absolutely.
So, like spotting someone is like one of the greatest talent that someone can have. To, like Olamide, spotting all the talents that he has spotted. Wiz to David.
Yep.
It's crazy to be able. It's not easy to just spot someone, and that's what I feel like in the game now. You have to be able to like spot new young ones that come now, even if it's collaborating that you're collaborating. It doesn't have to be signing, but just helping them to get to a level that they will be grateful to you too. So
listen, man, you've got a brand new album out. Before we speak about that, talk to me about the mindset of making a project after coming from dropping an album during the pandemic, having one of the big records that completely toured the world. You're still picking up bags off of that. You know what I mean? Afolabi money.
Afolabi money. Coming true. Coming true.
Talk to me about getting into a mind frame of, okay, we've done it before. We've had records. I just dropped an album. But I believe that it's time to go back into album mode. First of all, Why did you think it was time to go back into album mode? And what is it like setting your mind up to record an album?
So for me, firstly, I love telling stories. Like I just feel like when you tell stories, is the situations become more important.
Yep.
So let's say like my first project now, name of the project was Razak King.
Yep.
At that point, I was still finding my sound. So move on to Zaza Vibes.
Yep.
Zaza Vibes. I was in a situation.
Yep.
I was heartbroken when I was recording it, and it was just a situation where I poured all my emotions into that project.
Yep.
Now coming to No Bad Vibes, the story, there's always like a backstory. So this point, I was happy, I was excited, I was in love, I was just full of energy. And I just felt like, why waste how I'm feeling now and not put it in a project. So that's why I decided to, even for Zaza Vibes, that's how I felt. I felt heartbroken. I'm like, why not put that same
Tell that
energy,
story.
tell that story. Even if my music wasn't telling the story, but the feeling was what I put into the situation to create the project. But this one is amazing because I was actually feeling good and I wanted to do good music. So like for this project, what I did was, so I had 4 projects already.
Wow.
While I was recording this project.
Wow.
In the sense that I recorded one project first. I had it. You even heard it?
Yep, I heard that one in the hotel, I think it was.
Yes. No,
the one we heard together.
The one, not even that one. The one of the UK project.
Oh man! Listen, I'm. Now you mentioned that. You know what I mean?
That was the first.
What's happening with that?
The first one I recorded.
God damn, those were bangers, man.
No, I saw ATG at the event that we went to, and I told him that, bro, hope you still have the beats and the file, because that would be a project that I have to put out. Like,
it's a must.
Culture.
I think it's a must. I think you'll be selling not only yourself short, but it's important.
I have to put it out. So I had that one at first. That was the one that was supposed to even go.
Yeah.
I told you. Then I recorded another one. Then I was in Amsterdam. Then I recorded another one. Then I recorded this one. But when I recorded this one, I knew that it was this one because I had the name before I recorded this. So at the point
and
where
the
I was,
records matched.
The record matched. Like the ones I was recording before, I didn't have a name. So it was even hard to pick the songs and know the type of songs I want to put in it. But when I recorded this one, when I had the name of this one, I just knew the type of music I want to be on it, the type of sound. And it was amazing. Like even the last song I recorded was the first song on the album. And the reason why was because I was looking for a first song and I didn't have, so it was stressing me out. I was like, I have this project, it's nice, it sounds good.
But you need something to kind of set it in.
Yes, I need a song that would just set the pace. And I recorded that song in Amsterdam, the last song I recorded. And next morning I just played and I'm like, this song actually is the song that should, start the project. So. 2
things. It's funny you're talking about how you're feeling and then putting into a project. I was listening to I think it was Burna Boy's record whilst I was driving today. And I'm like, Burna Boy is like a shy guy. He rarely wants to talk about his personal life and his career. As well as you are, you don't really want to talk about that. But now he expressed himself what usually the media want to ask him personally that he didn't want to talk about. He put it in the music, and the whole world is singing about that private story that he wouldn't have liked to share with anybody. How do you guys feel when a personal story that you've put in your heartbreak or whatever it is that you put into the music, and then every time they see you, they're singing it back to you? Is it a great feeling? Does it remind you of those hurtful times? What is it?
Oh, that's a very deep question. But for us, I feel like because of his performance and people are singing, we don't think about that. We just think about the success of the record and the feeling of people, singing to us. Like, okay, let me speak for me. So for me, like, when I sing songs from Zaza Vibes, I don't think about it like, at that time I was heartbroken. I'm just grateful, to God, and I'm excited at how I felt as, helped people to,
and people are receiving it.
Yeah, people are receiving it.
Now, you mentioned, the second question is, you mentioned Amsterdam a lot. I've met you in Amsterdam. You've been in, shout outs to the whole crew out there in Amsterdam. There are a variety of reasons why people go into Amsterdam.
Yeah.
Some people go there to smoke. Some people go to the red light district. Why do you love Amsterdam? Let's set it straight right here.
Okay, so I go with the motto of if you love me, I love you. So Amsterdam, they love me there. I don't know why. I'm just grateful. See, this my life like this. I'm grateful to everything that comes with. Like I feel like my life is a blessing, and I'm just grateful. So for Amsterdam, it's just like why not show them the same love that they are showing me. Like my biggest Spotify streams come from Amsterdam. My
That's amazing.
listeners come from Amsterdam. So I'm just like I'm about to even get somewhere there. Like a place there that I would, make I just did.
Make you just did make everything they go.
Make I did where they love me. I beg.
Now, in December, we were together in Dubai,
Yeah.
and you had a performance. And something that was special about that performance that went viral around the world was the fact that your dad joined you on stage. And you told me that, was that the first time
Yeah, that was the first time actually.
that he had seen you?
So even my December show in Lagos, one of like the craziest show I've had, because I had like 4,000 people in and like another 2,000 people outside I couldn't get in. But my dad was supposed to come, then last minute he fell sick.
Wow.
So I was like, even when I came out of this, like to perform, and there was screams, lights, everything. I looked left, I saw my mom there, and I was just like, I was looking for my dad. So for like 3 minutes or 4 minutes, I'm like, shit, my dad is not here to see this. Like this is somebody that supports me every time, and he's not here to see this. But for the Dubai one, I just feel like I waited that long for that situation, and that situation was very amazing to me. Even emotional, like after, even emotional to my dad as well, because that's like the first time he's seeing me, and he was excited, he was happy. After even that performance, we've had like the best relationship now. Like
No
he just
way.
sees the reason, he sees the passion, he sees why I'm still doing it, and because sometimes he's always asking me that you know that you can do. Why is it
Do
this
business.
Why is it this P that you want to do? But now he sees it, and it's important to, like I always tell people that are even young or people that are coming up. I feel like even if you want people to support you, you have to show them the reason why. Like nobody's crazy to tell you that don't do this. The reason why they are saying that, they may have fear.
They're scared that you
they're
might not be able to.
and they are even thinking that okay, they know what you should do. They have a path for you. So like for me now, everything I've done to convince them is actions. Even times that maybe I'm not able to do anything, I still make sure that I focus on the music. So like even my mom, when she talks about it, she's like, "Boy, to be honest, this is what you have
Always been doing.
and you've stayed on it. So why not, support you?"
Because you did that secondary school. You went to university,
Yeah.
you kept doing it. You did your master's,
I
you
kept
kept
doing
doing
it,
it.
yeah.
So at every point when you did what your
They wa-
parents
yeah.
wanted,
Yeah, I
you were
was
still
still doing
doing
the
that
music,
on the
yeah.
side. The music industry is a very difficult beast. Not only is it capital intensive, it also comes with its ills, the drugs, the women, the excesses. How have you been able to navigate yourself around these excesses that you haven't allowed yourself to get caught up in it? Because we know, a lot of young cats have gotten caught up with it and have lost careers or have even just completely lost themselves.
Yeah, I feel like I'm grateful. I don't use this my person as I'll say as a judgmental
Yep,
person.
yep.
Like even when I see people that I try to advise, say, I feel like you should do it this way. I feel this way is better. But for me, I'm grateful that from onset of my life, like from when I was in secondary school, I was the type of person that never follows the route. So even when I was in secondary school and my friends would jump fence and they would go and they know me, they would say, damn, go follow us. So they don't even ask me to, follow them to do anything that is the other side.
Against the law.
Against the law. So me, I've always been that person that always tries to, focus and make sure that I'm doing what is right for me or what I feel that is right. So I'm just grounded and I'm around people that will tell me the truth. And I have people that I call as well.
Yeah.
So most times I talk to myself. Like I weigh everything. Like if you call me now and tell me something, I don't react immediately. So I sit down, I think about if I do this, I always speak to myself. Then when I see that speaking to myself is not working, I get people where they call you, I call you. Shout out to Raga, Raga Remy. That's somewhere
Facts.
that
That's
I
an OG.
always the OG. I always like even on life issues. Like that's the person I'll call. My dad as well, my mom too. Those are women. You have to know what.
You have to know what to tell
You
them.
have to know what you're telling them, so they don't use it against you.
Now, you're also a very strong religious person. You're a strong Muslim. You don't play with your fast. You don't play with your prayers. How does that help you in this industry? And what do you use that discipline, your faith in God, what do you use those things for?
Yeah, so my greatest prayer is I won't say it in Arabic so that people understand, is God directs me. And I feel like that's what people don't understand, and that's what prayer does. Like, because the truth about it is that we can't direct ourselves.
Facts.
We can't. Like, we try to make decisions and say, this is the way we want. But imagine you leaving that to God. Now, it's even less stress on you. So that's why if things happen to me and it doesn't go my way, I don't feel any. Right now, as I'm sitting down with you, my laptop crashed.
Wow.
So I carried that laptop. I took it to Apple. That's 2 weeks ago. And Apple said I should sign something that if...
In case they can't fix it.
In case they can fix it, but in case I lose my documents, it's not on them.
Yeah.
So, but the guy said 99.9%, I'm not going to lose anything. See me, I'm going to Apple this morning. I took my laptop and I've lost everything.
You're kidding.
Shopsy, my deluxe album, my songs, my everything is gone. But guess what? I didn't even stress.
Yeah.
Trust me. I just thought, when I even called Adi was like, no, lie to me. Tell me the truth. I said, Baba, I don't feel a lie for you. But I just feel like maybe God wants me to start afresh. This is the second time it's happening to me. Maybe God wants me to change my sound. Maybe I have greatness that is coming, new music that I'll start recording, and I'll just put that energy in that. So.
Facts. I kind of live off the same energy. Like, I lost my Instagram account, but I've never, I don't let that bother me. I'm like, listen, man.
Those are just things.
Those are things.
Yeah.
It's really not about those things. It's about your own relationship, your thought process, how confident you are. But, again, one just has to give thanks that one has this confidence that the family background gave us.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people lack that. And those are the reasons why they fall into the problems that they do. Now, let's talk about the album. You've got a brand new album out. This is another dope body of work. I have friends that called me up just to say that I think L.A.X got something on this. I think your sound on this is fantastic. I think the music here is brilliant. First of all, when you finished this project, what were your own expectations of this album? What did you want it to do? Coming off of, Zaza vibes.
Yeah, so first of all, I didn't have any expectation, to be honest, for the project, because I feel like if you ask about expectations, then it becomes numbers. So, but me, I feel like there are feelings rather than numbers, in the sense that when I dropped this project, I had people that DM me and say, Baba, this project, I've been listening to it for weeks, and it's just taking me out of depression.
Wow.
It's taking me out of thinking. I don't even break up with my babe, but I'm happy because I'm listening to this project. Those are the little things. And this may sound very cliche, but trust me, this is the reasons why I'm doing it. And this is the reason why, because I know how I can chase clouds.
And just hop on what's
chasing
trendy.
clouds is one of the easiest things to do.
Yeah, hop on.
Even when you
stuff.
read things, people will show you how you can you can chase clouds.
Facts.
But I feel like music is more to me than that. My life as well is more to me than that. Like, I want to be in situations where I'm scandal free. I'm responsible. My children can look at me in 10 years and watch my YouTubes or watch my interviews and say, this is my popsy. My popsy was this person. it wasn't. You get where I'm going. I don't want to call names.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's my life. And so back to your question, I didn't have any expectations. I just wanted the feeling that I was feeling,
Yep.
with the happy feeling, the good feeling, the joyous feeling. I wanted to transmit it to the audience, and even if it's 1,000 people, 2,000 people that get that, I'm cool.
Black Sheriff, Ira Star, Conscience. You know, you have some very nice, strong collaborators on there that perhaps, you know, people might not have seen coming. I didn't see the Black Sheriff collaboration coming.
I didn't see Ira Star coming. Me myself,
Yeah, because
I don't see Ira Star.
because Ira Star as well, it's a completely
It's a young
different
generation, yeah.
and a different vibe. Yeah. But not only did you guys make dope music, you also made it work.
Yeah.
There was synergy in those collaborations. Talk to me about the partnerships you selected.
Yeah, so for me, like, someone asked me this maybe like 2 weeks ago, and I said that I work with energy. Like, it's just the vibes. Once it sounds right, I know, and I leave it on it. So any song that is not on this project, that I didn't put on this project, stressed me. Any song that stressed me to record is not on this project.
And what's stress like?
Recording
for you.
So if I'm not getting maybe the chorus right, or the verses are not sounding like I want it, all those songs when I was recording this, I left it aside. So normally, if I don't record, I don't get them. I go try get them. But this one, once it stresses me, I leave it. So every song was natural. Every feature was natural. Ira, it was ATG that message. ATG were recording the song, and I was like, I can hear a female on this voice, on this song. Hit up Ira, sent her verse in like 3 days. Conscience was the craziest. I messaged Conscience, so I was listening to the song, and I was like, I love this song so much, but something is missing. I had 3 verses on the song, but I'm like, I want it to be different. It's just a straight vibe. So I messaged Conscience. I just messaged him. I was about to fly. I was even on the plane. I was like, I have something for you. Right there, he replied me saying that I sent it. By the time I landed Amsterdam, he sent me the song in 6 hours. Crazy.
What's it like when, as a musician, because you musicians are very difficult, you know what I mean? Including yourself. Do you understand?
No, I'm not.
Oh, yeah, right.
Shout out to Energy, God. We're outside.
But when you collaborate with an artist that delivers on time, what's that? What does that thing feel like?
Let me even bust your head. This project, I did not want to feature anybody. That was the mindset I was taking into the project. The person that allowed me or made me think about featuring was Ira. When the record came in.
The way it came in.
Even I remember I have a message I sent her that she's the only one on the album.
Wow.
Because at that point, I was like, this is the only okay, I've gotten this feature. This is the only feature I want to put on it. But every other thing, just Black Sheriff, it was not even supposed to be a session. Came a session.
You guys were just vibing.
We had that. Conscience, I was traveling. We had that. Ronnie Flex, I met his manager, his producers at my show in Amsterdam. They came because of me for the show.
Yeah, I remember you said that.
They came to me, and when they came, they were like, "Oh, bro, we really like your music. We're going to the studio with Ronnie Flex tomorrow." Ronnie Flex, I'm like, who's Ronnie Flex? I'll check him up. Checked him up. It was crazy. Amazing. Then I told somebody else that I'm going to do Ronnie Flex. The girl wanted to go mentor. She said, Ronnie Flex, that's the biggest artist.
Bam! As a Niger boy, no time. Studio time.
What it was studio. Went, we did that. That was natural. That was one of my best sessions. My best sessions because everything came naturally. Recording his own parts. Then I even did a song for him. So we did that too. Who else is on the album? Wow. Clemsy, DJ Obi too. Crazy. Yeah. So everything just happened naturally, and that's why.
You told me once that you hung out with, I think it was Chris Brown and co. in Amsterdam. What did you see with an artist of that stature? What did you learn from just being around them that you saw, that you felt like...
Trust me, when I go back to Lagos, I told my guys that we're just starting. Like, I feel like we're in the right direction, but that day I felt like we're just starting. Chris Brown had like over 50-something dancers. They were changing backstage. The same setup that he did in Amsterdam.
That's where he took everywhere. In London for 8 straight days.
He went to.
Facts.
it came out the same outfits,
Facts.
the same set, the same positions. People were walking behind. It was crazy. Like when I saw that, I was just like, man, Nigeria, we
still learn work.
We learn work.
But shout out to all you guys. Now, Europe, you guys are touring Europe, touring the world. We see Burna Boy, Wizkid in stadiums. Davido's back, with a crazy album, smashing it. As an artist in this generation and seeing what is happening around you guys, you're going from Hamburg to Berlin to all these places. What does it feel like? Not only to be creating, but also to be participating in the booty that's being shared on the road.
So first of all, we are excited, we are grateful because bag is coming. but I feel blessed, man. Shopsy, I can't lie to you. I feel blessed. I still have where I want to go.
Facts.
I have my dreams, and my dreams are very, very big. And it just feels like I became 30 last month.
Yeah.
And it just feels like I just became 20.
20. Yeah.
Like there was a new ginger that, like, okay, so for me, I don't know, people that are around me, they know this. Maybe not a lot of people don't know, but like I've not pierced my ear. I've been wearing magnetic earring for years.
No way. Now you pierced it now?
So
tattoo no good here. Tattoo.
Chelsea, when I was 30, man, I tell my guy, I sit down for Palo, and I tell my guy, I don't pierce my ear at 20. I don't pierce my ear at 25. Now when I reach 30, I go pierce this ear. And after I don't pierce them, but what I'm saying is the new energy just came to me.
Yeah.
And it just feels like I'm a brand new artist. I'm brand new. I'm trying to go for this thing again. I'm going for another 10 years.
Let's go.
In the game. So I'm excited, man. I'm grateful that I'm here and I can do this and I can still put out music and people are listening, people are vibing, people are dancing. I'm in the clubs in Lagos. I'm in the clubs everywhere. It's crazy, man.
I was in Malta and the first song the DJ played was boom. Off the back, he just played the record bang. I was like, wow, that's what I like to see. Now, finally, I know you mentioned heartbreaks and stuff in the past, but you also mentioned briefly that you are in love. That it is sweet to you, everything is
love,
going on.
I just want to tell people that love is sweet. If you find the right person, make sure you keep that person and make sure you keep loving that person. It's important. But if they don't love you, you jackpot. You understand? And if they ask you for so much money, you jackpot.
Money, come on.
No, us we did. No, down, we no shake. We no shake. We no shake. Down,
money day now.
Baby, you know.
So, are you the type that spends on your
I make sure, man. I make sure that everything is nice. Trust me. I feel like the reflection of a man is in his woman. Trust me, it's very important. Now, Igbo people sabi do and pass.
Facts.
But I feel like it's important. Like sometimes when I see my baby, I'll be like, Alpha, wear Gucci, wear LV. Even if me I know where I'm wearing, I mean they know. Say, don't worry,
When you hear people say like, oh man, they're looking for a babe that's gonna go 50-50 with them, with their bills and stuff like that. Nobody wants girl we go be liability. What do you think?
If it works for them. If it works for them.
In this corner, we just spend money.
But if it works for them, it's cool. If the girl is okay with it, it's fine. I know my babe spends for me, but you understand, it has to be like that way. You spend for me. But me, I have to make sure that I'm the man and I make everything on check.
You take everything on check.
On check, I beg.
On check.
They don't go tell me I be smelling. Make I just say.
Listen. As always, a big fan. Congratulations on the album. Now, this is right now, like, this is my record, man. And we have to do this, at least that first verse. We have to do that first verse together to the hook. We've got to do it. This is it. Hey, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Your life, make I change your life.
Hey.
Change your life, make I change your mind. Make I
Change
change
your
your
side,
mind.
make I day outside.
Day outside
Make I
every
day
day and night.
outside.
Ooh, girl, I love you.
I love you.
Hey, your body tempting.
Hey,
Chelsea.
Baba, oh yeah, bad.
Oh, bad. Oh,
I don't go lie. The TG me, conscience said, tag me from Jamaica.
Conscience bad. Do you know when he sent me his verse, he was telling me that
You deserve pounds and you deserve
He
millions.
said that he's not sure. He's not sure that.
What?
I said you're not sure about what.
Sharp, you just give me the verse. Don't worry.
Sharp
No
for
more.
me, way fine. Okay, Sharp mix.
Nah, man. Shout outs to Conscience on that and everybody else on the project. The album's fantastic. Now you're on tour.
Yeah.
I've said it before. I keep saying it again. When is the UK going to finally get what they deserve from you?
Yeah, so we're working on that. First of all, UK, I love you guys so much. I'm gonna be doing.
Waited too
I'm gonna
long.
be doing a show. A proud
Yeah,
late,
yeah.
but that's just a teaser.
Yeah.
I want to personally, cause UK
You
brought
love.
no, they brought me
Come on, man.
up when I you.
Come
So
on,
I want to do.
Manchester,
I want to do an
London.
RSVP show
Let's do
for
it.
them. No tickets.
Let's go.
Just RSVP 1,000 or 15
Let's
capacity.
do it,
I want.
man.
I want to do that just to give back. I've done that in Lagos, so why not?
Come on, man.
So mark my words, I'm going to be doing an RSVP show for you guys in UK just to show my love to you guys. Soon, I'm going to announce soon everything on me, even drinks that night.
Come on. Afolabi money. You don't share it.
I follow money.
Bomb bagger.
Hello, daddy. Mark pay you. Mark pay you.
Ladies and gentlemen, my superstar guest, L.A.X.
Right. Right. Right.